so try number 2.
Is it on?
Yes.
How is it different than it was before? Hi, Miss Ashley Payne. I see your little face. Hello, Michelle. I see. Hi. I can wave back too. Okay. Hello, girls. You only get to see my little hands tonight, but that's okay, because I'm kind of a hot mess today. Hi, Marie Eve. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Michelle. Hello, hello. Hi, Jenny. I love the little hand emoji. Like, I'll just keep doing this. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Briar. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Lisa.
I wonder how delayed the video is.
Hi, Gemmalyn.
On there yet.
Hi, Donna. Hi, Chris. Hello, hello, hello.
Can you all hear us?
Can you hear me? Hi, Bree. Hi, Michelle Spencer. Hi, Larissa. Hey, Grateful Chick. I know, I'm in California like you are. Hi, Miss Mallory. You are not in California. You're on the other side of the world. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Kristen. We're back. Yes, we're back. Mark had to rearrange the camera. That's Mr. Crafty's real name. Hi, Teresa. Okay, everyone hears me loud and clear. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Beverly. That's good. Okay. So, hi, Katie. Tawana. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hi, Patty. Wonderful. You guys can hear me. Hello, Miss Corey. Hi, Cammie. Miss Kim. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, so, here we go. This is, hi, Maisha. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Kelly. Okay, girls. This is hopefully going to be, hi, Olivia. Hi, Sharon. The better improved version of the live late night crafty club. So it is, I know it's not as glamorous. Hi, Lisa, as before. Hi, Kelly Jo. Hi, Ansu. Hello. I got your sweet message. I need to message you back. I will do that, I promise. I know this is not as glamorous as, hello, Miss Veronica. Woo, woo, woo. As you guys are used to, but I think we can all agree that I have a lot of technical problems with the way we were sort of doing the show before. And as fun as it is to have the top-down camera and the face-forward camera and the computer camera, it's just so much work. It takes hours to set it all up. And it's not just that it takes time to set up, but we have to break down like our living space and build it back up and then break it back down and then all of that, and I can't video at the end, you know, to our regular YouTube channel. So, right, Kristen, that's so true. It is like my old videos before I was afraid to be on camera. Hi everybody, it's the Reset Girl. So this actually, hi Julie, hi Ginger, hi Cheryl. This is actually, hi Miss Bessie. This is going to be hopefully a better solution. It's a lot simpler. I just have my laptop over there so I can see the chat room. Hi Geraldine, I've missed you guys too. And so maybe, hi April, maybe doing it this way will mean that I can do it more often because it's so much easier to do this. So it's really just kind of snapping on the camera. And I have like all my little craft space set up, and I have a little actual craft to do tonight. So we will see how this goes. But the point is that there's still this fabulous chat room, so you guys can chat with each other and talk to each other and hang out while I am sitting here and crafting away. And you, obviously, you could be crafting away. So we're just going to spend time here on Facebook tonight, and just keeping it simple might be the solution. So, normally I would go through, let's see, I normally spend a lot of the time here in the Late Night Crafty Club talking about updates and stuff because I have a captive audience. So it's my opportunity to kind of like show you guys stuff, inform you of things. So I'm going to do that, but super quick. Like I will not spend an hour at all. Let's see if we can do that in 10 minutes. So the first thing that I want you guys to know is that, let me see here. I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to show you guys on my phone. I have to stand up to do this because now I can whoop. I can see on the I have to stand up to see this phone. It's kind of hovering over my craft space. I just wanted to show you something really quick on our website because we have made a simple update. So when you go to theresetgirl.com, and this is obviously mobile, right here is the button that takes you to all the challenges. So from now on, that button should kind of, there should be a button that lives there, and now you can see both challenges in our shop. So when you want to download, that's where it is. And then right here takes you to our digital store. So you have that. And then if you want to see all the fabulous collections we've done in the past that are also in the digital store, but here's each collection and all the products in it. So that is there too, because I just thought it was awesome. There's so much good stuff in there, you guys. And maybe you haven't gotten a chance to see the collections themselves. Oops. So that is one update I wanted to show you. And another update, which I talked about last time, is now I have a calendar and an events page. So I just wanted to let you know that the calendar is here. There's Late Night Crafty Club, which we are having right now at this moment. And then I wanted to show you that under the workshop and events page, the cruise is sold out, everybody. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm so excited for this cruise, I can't even tell you. And I now know what the 2 classes for sure I'm going to be teaching, which I will be announcing shortly. This is the workshop that is coming up at the end of the month and I am prepping for right now. And I wanted to remind you that this particular event is, there are spots available for this. And we are really hoping to get people signed up for this as soon as possible. If we don't have enough campers signed up for this, then I'm probably going to have to either find a different location. That maybe that's the reason why people aren't signing up, or is it that it's so far out people think, oh, I have plenty of time to schedule that. So the thing with creating events is that you have to put deposits down, and if you don't have the minimum, required by a certain time, it is no bueno. People, we have to cancel things or reschedule them. And then there is a couple spots available for the overnight staying at the glamping retreat. So boop, 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 boop. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is there. And this little guy right here, these little lines, that will open up the all of the options I have on my website, okay? So just in case you were not aware that that's what those little 3 lines mean, that is the menu, the drop-down menu. I think they call it either Mr. Crafty calls it this, or that is the name of it. It's called a hamburger, which I think is funny. So, woohoo for glamping. Okay, so there is a delay between this camera and what I can see over there on my laptop as far as the chat room, and I have to sit down now, which means I will not be able to see the comments come in as quickly. So just FYI, it might take me a minute or two to notice different things that you guys are talking about, and then it'll probably be old news by then. So yes, Claudine says yes, a hamburger. Interesting. I didn't know that that's what they called it. I love that because it's food, right? So How many of you guys have all of your, have something to craft with tonight? Boop, boop, boop. And also, I noticed looking at my hands on screen, I have no nail polish on. They are just like, they're a hot mess. Like, I have broken nails. But I'm going to just power through it. I normally always take care of my nails for the camera, but I did not have time today. And we came up with this solution of doing the filming this way. So I'm hoping that it will work out. It seems like it is, though. I'll just have to keep my eye over there. Hi, Miss Celia. You have joined us. Let's see. Okay. So, I'm sorry. You guys are talking about one thing on this camera, and I think I'm seeing the end result over there. So it's a little disconcerting. I'm a little off my game tonight doing it this way, but that's okay. I'm going to snap back. So I'm just showing you guys. It is kind of weird. Mr. Crafty is in the room right now. I'm speaking with him.
In the house.
It's kind of strange to not be able to see this and knowing that that's such a big delay.
I don't think it's a delay. I think there's only a delay on the video. I don't think there's a delay on the chat.
You don't think so?
No, I think the chat is almost instant.
Okay. And then I'm going to... This little post thing keeps popping up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to stop
Okay.
that right now.
So... I don't know if you guys noticed or caught that I was saying that my craft tonight was doing TNs. Back in the day when I first started like filming on YouTube, filming for YouTube, I did 2 videos and they were sort of like my cornerstone videos. One of them is the Midori 101 video. And then there is the decorating your insert covers. And at the time when I filmed those, the TN was not as embraced as it is now. And I thought that was a crying shame. I just fell in love with the Traveler's Notebook. And I felt like other women in the planner community needed to also. And I think in my thought process is that the Traveler's Notebook is just kind of a difficult planner to understand. Like, I remember looking at pictures on Instagram and going, how are the books in there? How do they stay and not come out? So once I bought enough of them and played around, I realized, you know, it was a series of bands and all this fun stuff. And then that was really the kind of the first planner I had and used on a daily basis. And I just loved it so much. So that is why I created that video. And it's, it has a lot of views. It's like, I think around 300,000 views. And it helped really catapult the Traveler's Notebook, the market we have on Etsy. There was just nobody was making colored Traveler's Notebooks at that time. All you could get was black or brown. And so it's really awesome to see how big the Traveler's Notebook support is now. And I have really been missing it. I've been thinking about how much I really want to start using one again. And so when I get in my head that I want to use a planner, I always start with a list. I write down the things I want to use it for. And I kind of like make a list for myself of like, what am I going to do with it? So as I was doing that, I realized what I really wanted was like a version of my Faithful Girl planner, a really simple one. And I decided that, you know, one thing that's been really wonderful spending time with my mom here is that we've been going to church together and she's been reading her Bible every day. And it's just so wonderful to see my family, like all of us going to church together for the first time in my life. We're going to church on a weekly basis. Me and my mom are having discussions about the Bible. It's just wonderful. So I want to do something for her to really encourage her in her faith and keep kind of growing and with her Bible study and reading it. So I wanted to make her a fun Traveler's Notebook. And I really wanted to, she's my inspiration for the honeys and all that stuff that I use, all the vintage. My love of vintage really comes from my mom. And my mom had a planner throughout my whole childhood. in teen years, she is the original planner girl in my life. So I used to love looking through her planner, and she's always made lots of lists. That's definitely who she is. So I wanted to make this special traveler's notebook for her, and I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of do that as part of my late night crafty club, because I generally pick kind of simple crafts because it seems like I always have other technical issues to deal with. So but it looks like everything's going okay. Everyone's talking. I see little stuff going over there. So I feel like I am free to craft and not worry about things going wrong. Isn't that nice? Nice change of pace. So I've been talking a lot. I mentioned this in the Facebook, in the Happy Place Club, that I have been crafting my pants off. Not literally, but I've been crafting like a house of fire. I discovered this one craft project, and I am just smitten. I have been crafting and crafting and crafting every single day, and I have not done that in a couple years at least. So I'm taking that passion that's kind of fueling me right now and all the fun I've been having, and I'm going to channel it into doing this project, because my mom has really loved what I've been working on. She is smitten with what I've been doing. So I want to take some of those techniques on that project and sort of infuse them into this gift for her. So that's what we're doing. I have all this delicious paper. When I'm looking at it all together, it's yummy. These are stickers. They're not technically paper, but this looks very delicious to me. I love things that are not matching. I love things that are eclectic. And I want to get really creative tonight. I thought I would also, I'm not seeing it around here. I had an insert that I had designed before, and I'm going to recreate it. It's a A5 insert. I'm going to grab my traveler's notebook. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I made this A5 insert for my ring bound, and I want to recreate this concept for the TN. This is one of my most favorite inserts I've ever done. So I want to make this, recreate that. And I have purchased a few traveler notebooks. So this is one. These are all Webster's Pages. This is their newest collection. And this is pretty much the one I thought, this is totally my style. I'm not sure if my mom would love this one as much, but I wanted to test and see which one. I'm sure she would like this. This is suede, so I don't know. Hi, Franklin. Oh my goodness, I have not seen your face in so long. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I have this mustard yellow one, which is really super, ooh, that's like you just want to pet it. I did not realize that it's so suedey. You know, like when you see a picture on Instagram, you just can't tell. Well, I'm glad you're here, Franklin. We missed your face around here. Okay, another one I have is this guy. It's the pink one. I'm not sure if my mom's going to be a fan of the pink. I bought this as a giveaway. I'm going to dress it up with some inserts, handmade inserts, and then I'm going to do a giveaway with that one. And then I have the green one. This is also suede-y. So I'm not sure. I think I like this green one. That's pretty. I mean, to be honest with you, this is making my heart pitter pat so much I can't even speak. I wish I could make it for myself. But I'm going to hold off on making mine. I'm going to work on my mom's first because I want to make sure that hers gets done. I think I'm going to go with this green one. I think this is really pretty. This Kelly green. So let me see. I actually don't even think I've even opened them and seen the inside. So it's got gold on the inside. It comes with a really simple little insert. And then the little pockets, a little pen loop. This is for like the little, like a skinny notepad. So I think I'm going to go with this direction. Okay, so I've made my decision. We're going with the green, which I think still looks super lovely. I have a little pop of green right here with this one design, and I'm going to show you more in depth the paper I chose. So I am basically, you guys are seeing my start to finish process. I'm going to try to get all the inserts covered and decorated as much as possible tonight. So this might be the craftiest late night crafty club, live late night crafty club I've ever done. Okay, so I grabbed a few inserts from my bin of inserts. I want to show you guys. This is something I packed in the RV. Okay, so this is how much stuff I actually packed when we went on this adventure, thinking I was actually going to use all this stuff. So this is my insert bin, and I keep TN inserts in here. I have the more wider ones in here, and then I have, these are all for ring bound. So I have different types of insert-y stuff. I have some little extra templates I use for cutting my paper. I have a couple extra books for, these are like soft bound books for doing bullet journaling. So I have a variety of things I keep in here. And in here is I have a little pouch that I keep some extra accessories in here. I have bands. I have extra pin loops. I also keep some of the little accessories like the business card inserts. Oh, bye, Eileen. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'll see you later, alligator. Yep, you do see some yellow paper house inserts. I have a few in here. These are also yellow paper house. These are custom made for me. This is my own design, and they just put they manufacture it for me, so I have lots of extras. And then this is an insert I got from this company, Planet. My Paper Projects. I think they're based in Malaysia or the Philippines. I can't remember, but they had a pack, and it was like a pack of 6 months of inserts, and I took their inserts on my trip to New York City. Here's my, this is from like a couple years ago, and this is my itinerary that I glued in here. Here's all my little numbered stickers. And then here's like all my little memory keeping that I was doing. So that's what I was doing with those. So I have, look, this is from my original TN. Some of you guys who have been following me a really long time will remember that I have these from Crafted Band. This is from 2014. That was the theme of our wedding, was up. And then I have the little accessories and little stamps in here. Our little teeny itty bitty sticker sheets. Isn't that fun? So it's like a little time capsule in this bin. Okay, so what I had planned to do for my mom was I picked out some accessories for her, which I see over there on the table, so I'm going to grab those. I just wanted to show you this was my supply bin. Okay. So the accessory pocket that I use now, or was using, is this one. I love the one that's got the zippered side, that's like a full-size zipper pouch on here. And then it has an extra, like, it has room for all your little sticker sheets. And then a full-size side on that. So I used to put things like little scraps and stuff so that I could do kind of like art journaling on the go. And then I have this one from Freckled Fawn, so it's 2 full-size pockets. I think I'm going to put that in my mom's pouch because it's going to look really fun with all of this yumminess. And then here's my other favorite accessory. I wish I could remember where I got this from. I don't remember. I don't even know if she has a shop still, but I bought this from an Etsy seller when it was like 2014, and it was when I was first in the planner community, and I bought this from her, and then I embossed, love this, but I wanted to cover it with a embellishment, so I pulled that one out, and she put cute little numbered clips inside of it, which I thought was fun. So that's the one I'm going to use for her inserts. So I'm going to set these things aside. Okay, so this is going really bright and colorful. A lot of this paper is, I would say the majority of this paper is all American Crafts. I think this is Studio Calico. But I am a huge crepe paper fan. This one's pink paisley and it's older. So I have a variety. This one's from Into the Woods and it's like an older sheet. I just loved the realistic woods. I thought that was kind of fun. And this is one of those kind of sheets that's foiled and it's got perforations so that you can actually cut these individual pieces up and use them for embellishing. It's 11:30 a.m. in Natasha right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee Renee, that your video is freezing. Okay. So some of this paper, like this one right here, was an exclusive design for scrapbook.com. I have a couple. I think I have a couple like that. This one is another one. Scrapbook.com still has this. This is from the Flourish collection from Maggie Holmes. They had a special collection made for them. They had some like extra designs in theirs. If you buy it from them, you could get what they were offering. Here's another one from their exclusive one. That one's designed. Isn't that beautiful? I think my mom would really appreciate some of this. Flourish was a gorgeous Maggie Holmes collection. I think this is from Carousel. Yep. Carousel. I love this pattern so much. So I haven't changed a ton about the way I do my insert decorating, except one small tweak. Since I started using the white cardstock covers, I generally don't try to cover the entire book like I used to. But I might do that if I use this insert. I really liked this one. I've had this one for a really long time, and I thought it would be kind of fun to turn it into a book for listing. So I'm going to make her a few inserts. I'm going to do a listing one, so I'm going to create little prompts at the top for her so that she can fill out different lists. And then I'm going to do a book for favorite scripture. One book for scriptures, for her to write out scriptures, one book for her prayers, and then one for listing. And I want to do a fourth one, but I want to custom do it so that she can have fill it out every day during her God time. But I'll come back to that. This might be something that I do, this project might be something I do over a couple late night crafty clubs. It is May 4th. I do not know what day Mother's Day actually is. How much time do I actually have to work on this project? I'm going to look it up. Unless someone knows, maybe you guys can just tell me. Does anyone know when Mother's Day is here? The 13th. Okay. That gives all of us 9 days. 9 days, Paula, if you are listening. So we got 9 days to go. And Wow, that is next Sunday. Okay, well, good thing I started on this. No time like the present. So why don't you guys discuss in the comments what either you're hoping for Mother's Day, if like a lot of you guys are moms, what are you hoping to happen on your Mother's Day? What are you doing on Mother's Day? And what would you be doing for your mom? So, yes, Natasha, it's around the corner. I can't wait. I embrace birthdays. I don't know about you guys. I've always embraced my birthday. I love my birthday. I just, you can't stop time. It just continues on forward. You may as well embrace the process of getting older and wiser. I think that people kind of, well, I wouldn't say people, I would say women tend to be more focused on, I'm getting older, therefore I'm getting more wrinkles. But I try to really focus on the fact that, hi Melissa, woo-hoo, I see your little face. I'm so glad you're here. I think that if you focus on the part about, you're getting more wisdom, I think my 40s are like my favorite. Of all my decades so far, my 40s have rocked. So, what are your guys' thoughts? What do you feel has been... I would not repeat my 20s for money. I wouldn't want to do that again for nothing. I was kind of... looking back, I'm glad that I am no longer in my 20s. I think I was kind of... I had a lot of needs when I was in my 20s. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Who has enjoyed their 40s more than their 30s? And if you're in your 30s, I thought 30s were okay, but I definitely would say that the 40s are your best. I feel like you're just at your best at that time period. Not everyone agrees though, but I'd love to hear some thoughts. And Kimberly, that's wonderful. I'm glad that you nipped that in the bud and didn't progress into later in life and having all kinds of issues. Mallory says the 50s are even better. Katie says, love the idea of 40s rocking. It totally does. It does. I'm happy to be in my 40s. And, there's something to be said about, there's something to be said for wisdom. And what I know, there's actually a quote I actually know, can quote, hopefully. What a price we pay for wisdom when we must first sell our youth to buy it. That is a quote I remember, and I think is so true. Wisdom is a precious thing. And that's not just an opinion, because in the Bible, wisdom is talked about left and right, up and down. It's like all throughout Proverbs. It's talked about like it's an entity. Wisdom is something to be prized. And the only way we get wisdom is through age and experience. So let us embrace that. Okay. Okay, I'm just like, where do I start? Okay, so here's what I do when it comes to paper. And I have a lot of paper here, and I just have a couple inserts. And that's because sometimes I like to do like, with my inserts, I like to kind of do like a half and half. It's sort of like my signature thing, and I'll explain to you what I mean. So as an example, I might do half of the insert cover with one pattern, and then half with another, like that. And then my very favorite thing to do after I have this is put down a honey down the center. So she's sort of, either she's a little off center, so she's like kind of part of the book, or she's right down dead center. That tends to be my decorating style. But I kind of wanted to play around. I noticed this particular paper has this kind of this origin where it starts here and kind of fans out. So to me, the most bang for your buck feels like it's kind of like getting this particular paper right down the center and have something kind of coming out, so she's got like rays going behind her, or not doing that and then just putting her to the side, and then she just has rays going that direction. So there's just so many options. So I want to try to see who makes good matches. One set of papers I really liked together were these two. These come from the same collection. They're both carousel, so obviously they have, there's purpose behind the way they look. I'm sort of using my arm as a way of gauging what it would look like to just see these two patterns together. I think that's super fun. Now, I'm just making this according to what I like. I'm not going to say that my mother's style is like exactly like mine, but all I can do is, you know, what I think is beautiful and what I really love, and I have a feeling that she will like it. I think that's pretty too, these two, this combination. Although it doesn't, I don't think it's very strong though when you put an embellishment on it. I really love this paper a lot. Kind of trying to decide here. That might actually be the whole show. me sitting here playing with paper, trying to decide which one I'm going to cut first. Okay. These are two old school. Like, I've had these two in my collection for several years now. Sometimes it takes me a while to get through my paper. The easiest ones honestly tend to be the black and whites. They're really simple to me. They're the easiest ones to sort of pair together or cut first. Let me show you why I just think this particular one is so incredible. Like, I think she is really fun with this woodsy setting behind her. Especially if I picked a honey that doesn't even look like she should be in the woods, you know, like she is kind of different and sassy. Let me show you what I mean. I printed all my honeys on sticker paper, so I'm going to be trimming them down. So here's an example of what I mean. Like, to me, that's kind of fun that she's obviously this lady in a suit, and she is very urban, and yet she's in this setting with all of the trees in the background. She's also pretty bomb here with the pretty flowers coming out. So I think what I'm going to do, she's pretty too. I think she might be too tall for my insert. I think I resized her. Okay, so I'm going to cut, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this paper first. Because I got to start somewhere or we'll be here all night. So, I think oh, there it is. I thought I buried it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of bring it over. What if I just had mostly this black and white with a little bit of color pattern behind it? So the first thing I'm going to do is snip off this end so I can line up the paper with the bottom of the book. And then I'm just gonna cut it. So this paper has some fun white space up here, and if I really wanted to take advantage of that and make sure I had some white space to add like a fun embellishment at the top, I would want to bring this pattern really far down here, you know, like start at the top. Or if I didn't care, I could start here at the bottom, and then I would have all of this showing on my insert. Okay, so now I'm going to try matching it with these rays, and then she would be right there. Sometimes when you do stuff like this, it can look like really, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just doing this. I'm being bold. Plus I have more sheets of this paper because I bought 25 sheets. I just got the most hugest order from American Crafts. I ordered all the products I need for the workshop I'm doing at the end of the month, plus the one I'm doing on the cruise. So I have so much paper and products right now. Okay, so I think, as an example, sometimes you just got to be bold. Which one do I like? I think I like the flowers on this side with this coming out like that. Like that. So one of the things I realize is the more time I've spent crafting, and this is true of everyone who does this, is over time you start kind of developing your own style. And there's little things, you know, when you create that you really like. And maybe you're the only one who likes them, but they just feel like a signature to you. It's like a signature move that you like to do. I think that having that is a really fun and kind of quirky part of crafting, and I really think it's something that you should embrace. Is if you like putting things at interesting angles, or mixing certain types of paper, or you like certain types of embellishments, whatever it is, you know, sometimes you can cut up embellishments and put them, you know, in interesting ways on the paper. Writing on embellishments. There's so many different things that you can do that sort of make paper crafting like your own thing. Embrace that. Run with that. I love the way, you know, I love mixing quirky paper together. I don't like things that match. Usually when a collection comes out, I mix it with other papers. I don't necessarily like the, it's like having matching living room furniture. I personally don't like matching anything. I like things that are quirky, that are offset from each other. And that's why, you know, there's some people who will like things I do, and other people, that's not them. That's not their style. But with crafting, you need to really embrace what you love and not worry about what other people think, because when you see stuff that you do, it makes your heart sing. It makes you want to stay in the game and do things. So she has a very interesting stance the way she's standing. Her feet are at really strange angles. Let me show you. So she's got like this foot angled up this way, and this one's angled that way. So when you place things, you want to really pay attention to stuff like that. So I want to make sure like this leg is on the very edge of this seam. So she would be like that. I personally love this. The color combination is just making my heart go pitter-pat right now. It's just like, it's everything to me, what I'm looking at. I love, love, love this. And if I, you know, wanted to, I could add some letters over here, or some little embellishments that are more like to kind of pop using this space, because over here it's very busy. I wouldn't want to do any more than that. So I think what I want to do, this is actually, because this is such a narrow canvas, this is actually going to be not as much paper as I'm giving it credit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this piece down first. And I honestly have not done this in so long, I don't even really remember how I used to do this, other than try and get two patterns together on the cover. So I'm going to wing it because that's what I like doing, is trying it out. So what I have found to be the easiest is gluing your target and then putting the paper down. That way you can control, you know, how far you're going to bring this over. And I just grabbed the wrong piece of paper. It's this one I want. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down, and then the white paper is going to go on top of that. And I'm kind of aiming for about midway down this, gluing all the way to the edges and up and down. This is my favorite glue. I'm going to start here at the bottom because I want this part to show. I want that to be my guide. And I'm pressing it down. I can feel a little bit of tackiness, so I know that I've undershot where I placed it. And then I'm pressing it on the inside. And then I'm going to cut the paper, but I'm going to cut it with the with this open, and I'm going to use the cover as a guide with my scissors so I can tell where I'm cutting, so it will perfectly cut around the corner. And I just realized that this insert that I'm using is for Lister's Got a List. It had this cute little thing, and it was just sized so you could put the prompts right here. So that's what it was for. And I have a whole bunch of them in my little bin. Lister's Got a List has been on my heart lately. I'm thinking it very soon it's going to have a comeback. I have some really fun things to share with you guys, what I'm doing for Lister's. Okay, so I got half of my page there, and now I'm going to bring in this other half. So I cut this half so that I think this was the very edge of the paper, so this is straight, and I'm going to, let's see how it lines up. I'm going to use it to become the very straight edge. So you'll notice that this edge is kind of it's a little bit wavy because I cut with my scissors. This edge of the paper is the manufactured edge, so I know it's going to be straight. So I'm going to use that on top to give me the perfect... Ooh, I just thought of something though. I don't want it to cover my entire insert. I want there to be a white... I want this to have like a white edge to it. It doesn't have to be a lot, but enough. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to glue right over the top of this pink paper and all the way out here. Okay, and then flipping that around, and then whoop, and then just to make sure that I get this side, I'm going to glue the edge of this because it's going to be what's exposed on that side of the insert. There we go. And then I'm going to open it up and flatten it down. I took a poll not too long ago to get kind of a read on what people were interested in most when it comes to doing the monthly challenge. And a lot of people, the majority, were like, I want to do listing. So I do have listing prompts in the Happy Place Club Challenge, but maybe people are ready for a Lister's Got a List comeback. So I want to make sure I get all the glue. So she's kind of being right here on that edge. I think that is so cool looking. So I have this like delicious little strip here. So this might be something if I were doing, let's say I was doing another pattern that had a lot of, let's say I decide to do this as another cover. So I could put like a little strip of another pattern like right down the middle of the cover if I wanted to. So make sure you always save your scraps because you never know how you can use them in something else. So that's where she's going to go. And I have this kind of exposed seam here. So I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to use, if that's a good opportunity to use some washi. I think I have like the most washi rings I've ever had at any point in my reset life. I got 4 of them. I got a big giant one, and I have 2 babies and a medium sized one. So I got a lot of stuff going on. So when I look at this color combination, and I know I'm going to put green down too, to me, my eyeball, let me just ask the question. What color would you guys say? If you were going to add color to this little edge here, what color would you want to put down? I know what I would pick. I'm curious what other people would pick. I am going to put these back. Okay. Because I actually see the washi that I'm most interested in using. I have all this delicious like pink on pink or pink and red. But there's 2 washis on here that is really capturing my eye. So I see yellow, yellow, gold, green to match the dress, green, yellow, gold, gold or mustard. Interesting. That's interesting. I actually didn't even think about yellow. Yellow or gold, yellow or blue. This is probably my favorite washi ring right now. This is my my favorites. So I will tell you what I was thinking, you guys. I was actually thinking about blue is what my eyeballs want to see. So part of me is liking this stripey one, and then I also like this one, which has got the little white crosses on it, and it's super skinny. I think that's I think this one is an Amy Tangerine. So I'm gonna test it out and see. One thing I've noticed with the washi that's made by scrapbook companies, sometimes the quality is different than the washi you buy from the ones that are manufactured by washi manufacturers. I've noticed that there is a subtle difference. Okay, so I'm gonna now this won't show a whole lot in the big scheme of things because it's going to be inside, you know, a traveler's notebook, and it won't be showing, but I kind of like the little pop of blue. I think it's, but I think you guys were onto something too with the gold. That could have been a great option too. This particular washi probably would have been something I would have tried, the one with the measuring tape. The only problem is, as you'll see, it's transparent, so it would need to have a backing that is more solid. So let me show you guys actually a trick that I do when I want to use transparent washi. So this is sticker paper that I happen to have. I would just probably use ordinary white paper. But if I wanted to put down something that was more transparent and I didn't want it to show through, I would lay washi down on a white backing, so then it has a solid back, like that. And then I would trim the paper down. And now when you lay it down, you have a solid back, so nothing is shining through. So it will definitely make the washi, see how that works now? It really makes that washi go bam. So as an example, it could look like that. And now that I've done that, I don't hate it. I think that's actually kind of cool. The other option, nope, she would completely cover it if I put it there. All right, we're going to take a vote because I am on the fence. The other thing I love doing too is making sure that embellishments sort of overlap each other or touch each other. So her foot is going to actually come over this piece of washi if I lay it down. So I want you to give me a vote on this. Am I going with yellow washi or blue? Yellow, blue, yellow, blue. I'm very torn. Don't be afraid to pull things off and retry. Even when I'm getting a little, I'm getting lots of yellow. Let me see it, girls. Yellow or blue. Trying to find the end of this washi. I can finally feel it. This is one of my favorite washis, and it's like the most simplest little washi ever. It's just this little blue. See, but this, you know what? This one is even cooler than that one. Okay, sorry. Sorry, honey. It's spinning around. Oh my gosh, now I'm even more torn. I don't know what to do. That looks even better. Doesn't that look like so fun? It looks like she's going to some like festival. Alright, I'm going to go with the yellow. I agree, I just think there's something really magical about it, especially because it's like, it's got the numbers on it. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to actually, now that I've taped this down to sticker paper, that just turned out to be brilliant, I can just peel it off the backing and stick it down. So I'm kind of like going as close to the edge. Yellow for the win, says Cecilia.
My video froze.
It did?
Oh, there's still comments. Did the video freeze for anybody else?
Is anyone else having things are freezing on you? Mr. Crafty just came in here and said his video froze. Is James still in there watching his or playing his game? My little 9-year-old nephew is over here visiting my mom. He's having a sleepover at my mom's house tonight. And so he was in here with us playing his video game, which was fun. I think I told you guys, like back in November when Mr. Crafty had his birthday, we got him the new Xbox, and I actually managed to like learn how to use the controller for one game. So for like a very short window of time, I was actually able to play video games with my husband. My grown-up husband. But it was fun. Playing a game together definitely teaches you teamwork. And it definitely helps your husband to have grace with you. There's a lot of lessons to be learned when husbands and wives play a game. I think we were playing, what were we playing? We played Call of Duty together, and we were playing like a zombie game. But that stays in the club. Okay. So here we go. Pulling her off. So one thing I'm most concerned about is this janky foot that she has. So I'm just kind of like making sure. When you use sticker paper, it's a little scary. I just put it down. I'm gently pulling it up again. Okay. Whew. It makes me a little nervous when I use the sticker paper. Glue is a little bit more forgiving. If you are not a risk taker when it comes to crafting, and you just feel really nervous about stuff like that, I would highly recommend glue stick, because glue stick is forgiving. You can peel it right up. You can kind of like play with it and test it out a little bit. It's not permanent when you lay it down. It definitely gives you some it gives you options. So with this one, because I know this is a listing book, I'm kind of thinking I might put, you guys, would that not be spectacular to put gold glitter letters on here? I feel like it wants gold glitter letters. The other option are these fun letters. The fun thing about crafting is it's like options. So if I used that, it would be, oop. So I'd either do it that way, or I would do these thickers, which are all glittery and delicious. They're lowercase letters instead of uppercase. So I think there's no what's the word? Question. It definitely wants to be. It wants to be gold glitter. Okay, but before I do that, I'm gonna do that at the last point. I want to do a few other things to this little insert. So I have these delicious little crafting trays. They're not actually crafting trays, they are jewelry organizers. So these came from Amazon, and I am in love with them because they are perfect little squares that are big enough to put like all my biggest paper punch buffet options. These are all the little crafting materials I've been using for the last few days, and then I have these. So I have like 3 of them. And what's nice is you can just kind of stack them one on top of the other, and they're nice and light. They're really well made. Plus you can pull out, like, these little things come out. So if you have larger pieces of ephemera that you want to store, you can do that. So what I feel needs to happen is I'm wanting to add a couple extra pieces of decor, something fun. I'm just playing with this right now. I don't know what I'm gonna actually end up doing. Tabs are also fun, so I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna add that tab in there, and probably that tab. So those will be 2 tabs I add to the pages, you know, within, so they kind of will stick up. I have these fun gold stars. This is kind of what I mean about like eclectic. I just love things that have no rhyme or reason together. They don't go together. They don't have any reason to be together, but there's just something really fun and magical about seeing them. I love that typewriter paper. The other thing I was sort of envisioning is putting some circles, like a cluster of circles with her. So one cluster is, or one circle is this This is from a hymnal. I probably won't do that because she already has green in her dress, so I feel like that's competing with it. So normally with my embellishments, I tend to go with contrasty things to make everything stand on its own, if that makes sense. I'm not seeing anything in this tray that's calling my name. So that is the same thing I just mentioned, is it's competing. And I wanted to show this to my friends from the cruise. I found this. It's like a little, I don't know what you'd call him, a porter. He's like cleaning down the little chairs on a cruise ship. I thought that was so fun. I just found him in my arsenal of, you know, little bits and pieces that I have to work with, and I found him right after I got back from the fun cruise that I got to go on. So I am playing around here, trying to see if there's... So if I put these together, I kind of feel like I'd want the words, the title, like lists, to kind of like go across them or go down the center. So like, just to show you what I mean. Where is that filler? Okay. So one time when I was doing this, someone said that this is what you should do when it comes to the lettering, is you should build your titles on the edge of a ruler, and that way you can make sure there's lots of space, that things are spaced correctly, and that you can see them. So as an example, this title lists, I would want it to go like, so the letters go above the word factory. I hate covering the word Jesus though. Maybe the T could go in there. So it would be like that. I just love the fact that it says factory. It doesn't have any purpose. Just, it's quirky. The other fun thing is I have these fun little stamps that are all vintage. I bought these from the Paper Basket on Etsy. Oh my gosh, you guys, how adorable is that little stamp? I'm gonna make sure you can see it. Do you see what she's doing? she's changing. Hi, Angie. How are you doing? Pasta Angie in the house. I was just talking about the cruise. I just mentioned that when I came back from the cruise, I found this little piece in my little Crafty stash, and it's obviously, he's kind of wiping down some deck chairs. I thought that was, I didn't see that guy on my cruise, but I thought that was really cool. So, let's see here. So I could kind of put this here, or I could have the word lists going over the top. How about that? I'm going to move this down so you guys can see it better. I didn't realize you couldn't see the whole glorious thing. So this would just be like a little banner that's kind of sitting over the top. Ooh, I just dropped something. I think this is really fun. I'm going to use this, but I'll probably use it on like the insert that says like prayers or something. So I'll put that on her thing. And I think I'm going to put lists here, but then it'll go over the top. So the two circles will be together. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm in love with this. Just like that. I love when stuff like that comes together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of mark my finger. Oh gosh. I hope I can recreate that magic. Okay, so this was approximately, ooh, you know what? I'm going to actually pull it off to the side. There's a reason. See how it's kind of coming off the side? Because I'm going to snip that. One of my favorite things is to make it look like embellishments are coming in to a layout, like they're just kind of cut off in interesting ways. And I'm going to put that here. It says, and Jesus leads on. Okay, so then on this one, I'm looking for my glue. I had a big Crafty cleanup in aisle 9 earlier, and now I just found it. There's my glue. Okay, so what I want to do with this is I want to get this little star on there, and I think another thing I want to do is add a word strip sticker, because word strip stickers are the bomb. They make everything look finished. They're fun. They just add a little something extra. I was wondering if I had stickers that were like flatter and not so thick. I do have these. These are rose gold. This would be capitalized. Now they won't be as powerful and strong. What do you guys think? Am I making a mistake? Should I just stick with the fun gold shiny glitter? And I'm looking for my... There they are. Okay, so these are the Reset Girl. The Reset Girl, this is from the Faithful Girl collection. So this is the word strip stickers from that. So I'm gonna pick something. Okay, do I want to pick something wide or narrow? Isn't that a scripture? Entering through the wide gate or through the narrow, rejoicing. I love that. Do I want to go with something with color on it or no color? I don't know why this is so hard. It shouldn't be. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this word, created. Picking it off the backing. Okay, so I'm going to, actually, it's not very... I want something that is big, that kind of like really stands out. So you know what? I want something, it can't be white, I think. Maybe if I pick something else. These are the, what do they call these? Big Chat from Tim Holtz. And I got these off of, look, that's for you, Larissa. Hey Brenda, I happened to look down and just see your little face. See, it was meant to be. Delightful, that would be cute. Everything would be cute, because that's what this book's going to be, is listing. So let me pull out everything. Let's see how that goes. Just gonna stick that there for a second. Okay, so how are you guys liking this setup? Personally, I have to say that I really like it, because I feel like I can just really sit here and craft and just, I feel like I'm in a happy place right now. And it just happens to be live and you guys can talk to each other. So I'm enjoying this video format. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to go ahead and put that star on there. And then I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to stick it down and then, oh, snap. Look at that. That's a roadblock. So we need a shorter word, or we're going to do this. How about that? How about them apples? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tiny staple through that. And what I'll do is I'll actually glue this whole thing down with the glue, and then I'll put a staple through it just so it has that extra something something. And then I'm going to snip off that edge. See what I mean? It just looks, I don't know, there's something about to my eye. I just love it better when it's kind of snipped off. It feels like it's kind of intruding into the picture. Okay, and then my title lists will go right above that. Wow, you guys, I think I'm in love. But one thing I need to do is I need to do the back. We must not forsake the back of our insert. She is gorgeous. Okay, so let's put something on the back. Now, usually on the back, I will admit I'm a little less ambitious. I kind of stick with one paper pattern. I would say for the most part I tend to do that, but I do embellish the back. I do like a little extra. Sometimes I will put part of the paper that was on the front, like this could be a good use of that strip. Let me see here how it would look. So the strip is here, so I could match it on the back so it shows up again. Like so. I could just do this strip on the back. I could do both on the back. This caught my eye too, is some sheet music. I could do a totally different pattern on the back. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a different pattern altogether on the back. Different one on the back. Hey Melissa, I just noticed that you're in the group. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I have to remember to look up at the chat room from time to time at you guys. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm cutting some paper, even though I'm not going to use nearly that much. I'm going to put washi on this seam, so the part I cut doesn't need to be even. And then I'm going to cut this edge around the side of the booklet, so it will be fine. So again, I'm going to glue my target versus gluing the paper. So what I was, my glue is getting kind of bratty on me. It's getting a little clumpy. Okay, so let me get that down there like so. I'm gonna make it all smooth. And Edith just asked if I ever use vellum or acetate, and I don't think that I have. I use acetate in a ring bound planner, like, to make a dashboard, but I have not done that in a traveler's notebook. And same goes with vellum. I think vellum is something fun that is great for layering. but I wouldn't do it with a cover. I would do it on the inside, you know, as part of like a layout that I was designing. Okay, so I have this on the back, so it looks like that. And then I'm going to add some of the washi back here. So I'm going to see what I got to work with here. And I think what I'll do is use, this is the Reset Girl washi that I've been putting in all of my kits. And I think I'm going to use this on the back. And again, I'm having that situation with a little bit too transparent for me. So I'm going to cut some more sticker paper. And again, you could easily do this with regular paper and glue stick. You don't have to use sticker paper if that's not available to you. Okay. There we go. So on the front, it is yellow, and on the back it'll be pink, which is kind of fun. And Mr. Crafty, my video froze too. Patty asked about putting a library card pocket on the inside, and I actually am going to do that. I love, 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 love using the library card pockets. That has been a signature thing I have used since the beginning of my listing career. My Listers Got a List layouts. I love that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and... Is it still filming?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't tell. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. So just so you know, this is a great way to save like some washi's that you love the pattern, but you don't like the fact that things show through. This is a great way to be able to use that favorite washi. And the sticker paper makes it kind of fun. It makes it really easy to apply it. And I'm gonna, oop. Okay, and then I'm gonna open it up and trim it. Trim it. Okay, and then so another fun thing I'm gonna do is echo this little thing where I've used these circles. So I'm gonna put random circles here. And my mom is actually going on the next cruise, so I'm going to put this little cruise captain. I honestly do not know what you would call this guy. He's wearing a very fancy uniform, but he's on the deck cleaning chairs. So I'm going to set him down there. And the other thing I'm going to do is put down some map. And can't tell where that map is from, but that's okay. Okay. So now I have like a little theme going on here. I have circles over here, circles on the back, and I'm going to put a word strip sticker. Actually, what I'm going to do is make it notched. I'm kind of brave doing it that way because it's really close to the edge, but it worked out. Okay, so I'm putting that on there like that and trimming the excess. Let me see, decide which one I like more. Do I like that one more showing first? I'm just going to randomly put these on the pages. They don't have any rhyme or reason. They're just like a little bit of fun to pop through. So I'm going to attach that one there, and I'm going to just pick another spot. And put that there. Because tabs, man. That's all I gotta say. Because tabs. Okay, so this right here, I'm gonna put glue down. Mostly because I just want this to lay flat, even though I'm gonna move this over a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and staple that down too, just because it looks cute having the little staple. And press, 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 press. Okay. So I'm going to gather these up so they do not get in the way. I was entertaining the thought of perhaps putting another circle. And actually, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing where I'm going to put it so it's kind of peeking in. There we go. And then we're going to trim this. Like that. And then the word lists will go right here. So the question is, are we ready? I feel like we could put a strip there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm pushing it. Okay, I'm going to put it here. The Truth Factory. Okay, so I think what I think I'm going to do in here is I'm going to glue some of my little half circles and just randomly place them. I don't know if my mom will embrace like the crafting part of listing at all, so I'm just going to put fun little doodads in here. This is a great way of using like some die cuts that you think, you know, might be a little like some of the die cuts I have are a little big. They're not something I would use in the craft project I'm working on because the floor print, the space I have to work with is so small. So I think I'm going to put this one up here because this one's awesome. But let me do it a little further in. That one's fun. It's like an R for reset. Okay, so I'm putting 2 things of glue strip on it. There. Just random. And so you could do the same thing with like a stamp set too. You could just randomly stamp in here. You're just adding a little extra fun. You see here. These are some fun little tags. If you want to make a listing book, I really was giving this a lot of thought because I wish that I had had my dad fill out lists before he went home. So it might be something you want to consider doing, you know, for your parents, is like making a list book and making little questions that, you know, putting little prompts in it that a parent can fill out. So you have like a little, you have something special. I planned to do that when I got down here, but things just went so quickly that I really didn't get a chance to get that little project complete. So this is some random lady from a yearbook. So I'm just trimming her out, and I'm gonna just stick her in there. So it could be a really fun thing to do for Mother's Day, is to make your mom a listing book and ask questions that, you know, you wish that you knew, or, you know, that she might not have shared, things about family history, things about your family when you were younger. I'm going to put it on the inside over here. Doesn't that look fun and quirky? I know my mom, I have a feeling that she's just gonna, you know, she'll answer the list prompts that I'm gonna put in here, and I'm probably gonna do those later. So the next time I am working on this, I will probably have those prompts made. And these are gonna be prompts that are about faith and everything for her. So I will probably, I'm thinking I will make those like with the labels like I was doing before, and put those into the shop in case you are interested in doing that yourself and having making a prompt book for yourself about your faith. I want it because I think it would be a really great something to cherish. My mom, you know, having a record about her faith and what it means to her, because that's not something that we have talked a whole lot about in our family. Everyone has come to Christ and accepted Christ, you know, much later in life. So it's it'll be fun to have that saved. And what am I looking for right now? It's kind of like this what reminds me of, sort of like a junk journal style listing book. I have all these fun stickers that I got from my trip to Germany a couple years ago. So this is kind of fun that they're gonna have a life. Let's see. I was asked, what if somebody recognized the random yearbook picture? I purchased the yearbook off of eBay, and the year of the yearbook, I'm thinking that nobody in that yearbook is with us any longer. It's a really old yearbook. And, oh, actually, you know what? I did not want to use that. Okay. It's actually kind of weird to think about, really, when I was pondering it, you know, that this whole book that I was kind of looking at is full of people who are probably no longer on the earth. Looking at all those little faces of them and wondering, you know, how did their lives turn out? Okay. So I hope my mom really loves this traveler's notebook that I'm making for her. This is going to be for her quiet time, her prayer time. She did have, she was showing me like notes that she was making. She was writing down scriptures and stuff and things that she noticed when she was reading the Bible like I do, which I thought was really cool. So I thought this will be more fun for her to have something, you know, that I made her, and it's all more decorated. Okay, so I got the majority of on that. Okay, cool, Cheryl. I just saw your comment about how you bought a typewriter. If you are interested in a typewriter, anyone watching, I would highly recommend buying it off of Etsy. Etsy or eBay. I have gotten both my typewriters off of eBay. Yeah, eBay. They're just so much better made. The quality of them is better. They made things better back in the day. Things weren't made in overseas in China. They, you know, were made in factories here, and they're just, the quality of them is amazing. My very, very old vintage little typewriter that I have, which I love this little typewriter. I know you guys have seen this before, but my little pink, it's made by Signature 100. This guy sells these on his eBay site, or I think it was eBay. And basically what he did is, I think he kind of took the typewriter apart and he painted it. Like he must have powder coated it, like painted it. But he painted it pink. So I don't think this typewriter was, I don't think it was originally pink. And it's awesome. It types great. So I recommend going old school and then buying a real vintage one, personally. So there it is. Woo! Okay, so what I want to do is I do want to add library card pockets. So I do want to add one. This one, I think I stamped that on there forever ago. I think I'm going to just... I probably stamped that on there when I first started Listers Got a List in 2014. Was it 2014 or 2015? I think it was 2015. Listers Got a List is 3 years old. So I'm going to put that here, and then I'm going to put, I think I'm going to make her a prompt list and put it here, and then I'm going to print out prompts for her and actually attach them to the top, so all she has to do is just go to town. But I think I'm going to make this fun and not just plain old plain. I think I want to spruce it up a little bit. So Let me see here. So this is going to be the first little book in here. And how about if I use... Oh, you know what I have? I have some... I have some Bible paper. I want to just do it like, I think that's what I want to do. Oh, or do I want to do this? Do I want to do, you know what? Okay, I know what I want to do. I'm going to punch out some of this Bible paper, but I think I'm going to use that paper. So I'm going to just kind of eyeball it. Good night, Ansu. So this came together pretty quick for me. I feel like in the past maybe I was spending a lot more time. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seemed like it took a lot longer. Okay, so and the only thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to trim the very bottom edge. I wish I could get her on there, but then this would be attached to her. She'd be too floppy. Unless I made her short. What if I did that? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make her there. I love the color that she is. She's got this beautiful teal. Just cutting off her legs. It's kind of brutal. It's brutal what I do to them sometimes. And then look at this little flower that's just sitting there. There. See, look, that just wanted to be there. It was sitting there the whole time. Okay. I'm just going to press it over her. I'm going to let the flower petals just kind of overhang since it's going to get taped down into something anyway. That's kind of fun, right? That was just sitting there too. Okay, so I'm going to glue her down. Actually, I'm going to put it here. I am. Thank you, Miss Leslie. I just saw your sweet comment. Good night, Miss Ansu. I wish I could pronounce, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. It could be Ansu? Ansu? It's an exotic name. Okay. There. So that is, there's the back, which is much more simple, and here's the front. So I'm going to stick my first book in here. I don't like, I never do my books that way. I always rubber band them together. I like having like the two pairs put together, but just until I get all of them set up, I'm just going to do it that way. But I don't generally use the bands to keep each individual insert in there, FYI. I don't. Okay, isn't that fun? Oh, I'm in love. So of course I'm going to have to make something fabulous right here. I could put a picture of my dad in there. I'm not sure. I don't want to make her sad. There's a picture of my dad playing on his phone. I think maybe I'll do that. I think that's a cool picture. I think that she'll actually like that. So I'm going to put this on a backing. No, I want color. Oh, here is a perfect little pattern. It says hello, hello. But she won't even see that. Miss Ed's, we actually did have a pattern because Mr. Crafty has made them for me before on the silhouette. These are the ones he made with like the double stick, not double stick, the you know, two-sided paper. He did this for me a cajillion moons ago, but I don't know if he knows where the pattern is. I've asked him for said pattern, and perhaps he is listening right now and he might be able to be of assistance. I'm looking for
I'd have to go digging for it.
He says he would have to go digging for it. Okay, so I'm going to just cut. Do I want to do that? Maybe I should find I think I'm going to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use an actual, I love her. She's so gorgeous. I'm going to use an actual, ooh, that's cute. I'm just going to put some random stuff in here. I'm looking for a good, oh, there it is. I just found it. I want to put this picture of my dad in here. So I want to kind of guide where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to put it down here in this lower corner so that about right there. So there's like a little bit of the what do you call it? Oh, I hope I'm doing that right. So a little bit of the print stays behind, and that's got that really nice pop of color. My dad was so ahead of his time when it came to technology. My father's actually the one who taught me how to use the internet and how to use a computer for the first time. My father taught me, not the other way around. He worked at Pacific Bell Phone Company for 20 years. He loved learning new things, and he especially loved technology. That was his jam. So I think that's kind of cool to have that picture in there. It's kind of a fun. So I'm going to just experiment. Let me see here. Maybe I want to put this one up here. I don't know. This is kind of fun too. That's the fun thing about pockets, is that you have options. So let me see. I think I'm going to put this in here for now. I'm going to have this picture of my dad. One way or another, I'm going to use it in this book. If I put it inside like one of the listing inserts. Maybe I'll put it in there. I'm gonna think about that one. Oh, how cool, Anna! Retired 36 years. Oh, I couldn't imagine working anywhere that long. That you'd have to really love your job. Or just be really dedicated to, you know, the commitments that you have. I was not, I liked to, I was always trying to find happiness at work. I was trying to do something that made me happy, and that was never going to happen because I was just not doing something that brought me joy. It was not my strong suit. So I'm going to put some fun stickers in here for her too. So these are from Adored. Those are from Grateful. Some honeys. This is one of the benefits of having a daughter and a son-in-law who make stickers. So I've been using these myself, but I think I'm just going to put some in here for her to use. That'll be fun for her. Because who doesn't like stickers, right? Stickers are the bomb. I don't care how old you get. Stickers are amazing. So I'm going to think about that picture, putting that in here. I want it to be something that she really loves. So I'm going to think about that more. Here's another honey I want to use in this. I have been hoarding her for a while now. I think this is kind of fun, just putting all this vintage ephemera in here. This is like stuff that she could have totally, I could have grabbed from her collection of stuff that she's had over the years. Not for crafting, but just from, my mom is a really good record keeper. She holds on to everything. So I think that's fun. I don't know what I want to put in here. Maybe that will come with time. And I have made a huge mess. I don't even know where my other inserts are. And I have no idea what time it is. You guys, it's 8 o'clock here. So I've been doing this for 2 hours. I thought I had done really good time. I did one insert in 2 hours. So I do not deserve that title of speedy little insert maker. Time literally just flew by. That is the fastest that the Late Night Crafty Club has ever gone for me. And it was fun. Look what I got to do. I'm so happy. I have really, really missed creating and crafting, and I think I kind of did it to myself because when you have a business that's focused on creativity, I think that I've heard this so many times from people. They start out, doing, loving the crafting world, so they get into it because they want to use their gifts and talents, and then before they know it, they're not crafting anymore themselves. And the only time they do is for a class or for a project. I've been using a lot of enamel dots lately in my craft projects that I've been working on, which I can't wait to show you guys what I have coming out. There's nothing like it out there, and I'm so excited I can't even see straight. Woo. I want to tell you guys everything, but I can't. Not yet. So, I know I want to put something here just to put more pattern and fun. It gets very blank to me there. Maybe this is a good time to put I wonder if paper is, see, even just having a little peak of paper coming out there helps it, doesn't it? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to find that piece is big enough to go all the way. I think that's what I might do, is just put some paper up there, which is kind of fun because then it will echo what's over here. So one insert down, and I have to get this done by next Sunday. I'm sitting here thinking I'm like, well, I could just keep going and it would just be a super, super long video. But I have more to do. And I'm having fun. If you guys are having fun, I think I am just going to keep going. That's what I think. And if you guys are starting to get tired and you gotta go, I totally understand. But I think I'm on a roll and I don't want to put everything away. So I think I'm just going to keep plugging along. But, I mean, you guys, this paper is redonkulous. Look how amazing she looks on there, too. I'm in. All right, Noelle. Woo! So we're going to keep powering through. I think about Adele, Miss Inky Quill, who does, like, her scrap streams I've seen are, like, they can be as long as, like, 8 hours long, which just blows my mind. I don't know that I could craft for that duration of time.
Do you want anything for Band-Aid spread?
Oh, is someone going there? Are you going there?
No, your mom is.
What I normally get?
So I tell her that.
Hang on. No, you should know that. Hang on, we're doing a dinner order right now. We just like to keep it real here.
And if anybody else out there wants anything, just let me know. We'll run it out to you. It's our way of saying thank you.
We're taking dinner orders. Okay, there you go. Thank you very much. Will you let her know thank you? You guys, I am having the best time staying here on my mom's property right now. It's so fun to be able to just like walk over to her, across the vast patio and go watch movies together, go hang out together. I just, I never really got to do that as much because she always worked, as most parents do. And so now that she's retired, it's so much fun to just get to spend time with her, to talk to her about life, I definitely do not want to take that for granted. Getting to spend time with her. So I'm going to take full advantage of it. Okay, so I think the next one is going to be this lady here. And oh my gosh, I'm making the biggest mess. It's crazy messy. But you know what I just realized? This paper is so freaking amazing. I don't even need to decorate anything. Even if I just use like one strip of it on here. Okay, so I'm not describing it to you, but I'm actually showing it to you. I'm gonna pick, okay, I'm just gonna, I want that. Oh wait, actually I want that for myself. Okay, so I have a question. I want to see ice cream, please. Right away, Patricia, which kind of ice cream do you want? If you guys have not tried the Halo Top ice cream, please give it a try. They have a vegan version, and then they have all of these really like, I don't know what magic they're doing in their factory, but you can eat like a whole pint, which I am not suggesting you do, but a lot of the flavors, you could eat a whole pint for 320 calories. It's like witchcraft. I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around how that's possible. But the vegan version, which is what I like, it's not made of dairy milk. It's made of nut milk. Isn't nut milk the funniest term? Nut milk. Okay. I have several sheets of, like many sheets of this paper actually. I bought this for my workshop. So I'm feeling very fancy, and I'm going to just use as much as I want. You guys, look at that. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's so weird and random. There's like tickets in the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it makes no sense. And that's what I love about it. But I want to make sure I'm making the right move. I've tried all my options, so I'm going to do different things here. I'm going to test out different papers. This one is also fun, although I don't think a lot of the words are going to show nearly as much, so I lose a little bit of the cool factor because you can't really see the words behind there. Another one is this paper, which is Bomb with that pretty gold and the teal and the tickets. And this paper is so vintagey, 1960s, 70-ish. I think my mom would really appreciate that. So I think what I'm going to do is do this combination. Although I'm not sure, she might be too tall. She is not too tall. Okay. This might be the best. I've done some really, now wait, let me think about that. I have actually done some cool Mother's Day gifts. So maybe it's not going to be the coolest, but I think that she'll find it thoughtful, and that is all that matters. I've hand painted her like a platter. I made her a platter. Diane, this paper is American Crafts, and it's Maggie Holmes, and it's from Carousel, is what it is. And Julie and Patty. That's what this is. It's Carousel, and it's like a special page that clearly was all perforated. So I'm kind of going back and forth. I see some of you guys are saying, I love the woods. And then... So the next book in the series would have this thing. Or is it the woods and her? You see what I'm saying? They're both funky. Miss Shayna! Hi! I'm so glad you're here. Everybody, Shayna Gastelum, that is my sweet sister-in-law. She is joining me. I'm happy you're here. That's awesome. So, I don't know, you guys. I don't know what to do. Should I go with the vintagey yellow? I just feel like I'm going to do that. I'm going to trust my gut. Because I feel like with her and this paper, it is like her and the gold. It's just gorgeous. So I think with this one, I'm going to just do the whole cover is going to be that, and then it's going to have the tickets going down. So this paper is one of those designed exclusively for scrapbook.com. This is from Flourish, the Maggie Holmes collection. And scrapbook.com has this one product that you can buy where it's like a single sheet of all the papers in the collection plus the embellishments all together. And the embellishments are pretty awesome. Okay, I don't think this is it though. I don't know. Is this it? Is this Flourish? If I said this was Flourish, then I was wrong. This is Carousel. I'm pretty sure I said that, but I'm confusing myself. This is Flourish, and I believe this is Flourish. They all have the flowery... Look at that fat little quail. Isn't he adorable? I want to use him in the book. I've not ever really been into like using chipboard stickers and stuff, but I think I'm starting to feel differently. They're hard to use when you're doing planning. They're much better for scrapbooking, because a planner, you're writing things in and it makes everything bumpy. So this is a really old collection. This is Journey, but you guys look, is that not adorable? The reason why I wanted that was because I know how many times I have taken pictures at glamping and how much traveling we've been doing. So I know at some point I'm going to sit down and actually scrapbook and do memory keeping. But I thought somewhere on here I'll find a piece that's big enough to cover this, and I think that might be it. I think we're going to have a momentary break because I am just dying to know, does that piece cover it? Because if it does, oops, I just hit the camera. I'm not sure why they send, but they only show up once. And I see Mark just answered that, Miss Shayna. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, chipboard is so thick and heavy. And it covers it. Look at that, you guys. So I'm sitting here with I'm sitting in front of the window. You guys know how I have a window in the back of my craft space in the RV. And if you like look out, you can see my mom's street. And I'm sure people are wondering why I have a bright lit camera on and I have all this equipment and I'm sitting here talking. You guys, look how awesome that is. I wish it wasn't that thick, but beggars can't be choosers. It serves its purpose. And I love that it's a California map. So there you go. That's one of the many reasons why I wanted this. I also loved this. But this is still available, even though it is really old. It's like, I think it's a few years old, actually. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to give this one up, put it into her book. I might do that because it's a really fun little folder, you know, for putting in like receipts and stuff like that. And my mother has always wanted a vintage trailer. So I would be a really good daughter if I gifted this to her because to be fair, it's been sitting in a bin, you know, even though I think it would be fun to use. I think that she lives in California her whole life. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put that in her little...
Do you know what set that camper's from?
It's called Journey.
Journey?
It's right there. It's from Journey. It's a crate paper collection. And I love that Journey collection so much. I have gone and bought so many pieces from it. Like I've purchased stuff off of Etsy and eBay. People will kind of hoard older collections or scrapbook stores, like little bitty scrapbook stores that sell online. They'll end up with product that didn't sell. So it's easy, I think, to just go back and as long as you know the name of the collection, you can find stuff still, even if it's not in the major scrapbook stores anymore. In fact, you might even find that on scrapbook.com now that I think about it. Scrapbook.com has so much stuff that they often end up with things from older collections. And I did not get that on there straight. Shame on me.
But we like people to use Amazon.
Okay. There we go. That's great. Okay. One of the things I love about the Journey collection is it kind of reminds me of if you took a road trip on Route 66. It like really celebrates that kind of Americana, that really vintage vibe. We actually did a collection inspired by that too. It was called Scenic Route, and it is in the Reset Girl shop, and there are campers in there. I think there's even pink. Mr. Crafty, would you be able to help me with that? Showing the link to the Scenic Route collection. Okay, so there is that. And I'm going to put this strip on here.
I wasn't listening. Help with what?
Finding the Scenic Route
See,
in our digital store.
Scenic Route what?
In the digital store. It's a collection. Okay, so I'm going to just bring this like from the top. I'm going to bring it all the way down to the bottom, like so. And then she'll be on top, like that. So this one might be so busy that I don't really do much embellishing Let's see what happens. And when I don't embellish things that much, it makes me feel like they're sort of naked. Even when they're busy, and I just feel like there just has to be something, like enough deliciousness. Okay, so I like putting things kind of like not all the way to the edge, but so there's enough pattern showing here too. And I'm going to flip open the cover and then trim from the back. And then she's going to go on top. I feel like if I put any like word strips on there or anything, it's like they're going to get lost because there's so much variety in this little ticket. Boop, boop. Okay. She has something under her foot. Got it. Okay. So the one thing I should probably do is put down a seam of washi, or what I usually do if I don't use washi is I put down the packing tape. If you guys remember, this was my original technique of working with when I did the craft book, the craft paper cover. I used that on the edge to kind of seal it. So I think I'm going to leave this blank. Isn't that cool? Like, boom, done. But I think what I will do is do a couple... I'm going to do a couple little things here with some gold dots. So I'm going to put a gold dot in each of these open holes. Isn't that fun? Uh-oh. This one doesn't want to go in. Ah. I know I have a pair of tweezers somewhere. I have the chubbiest little fingers, so sometimes things don't lay right. Miss Kathy, you just said you need some ladies. We actually have some in our digital store that you can print out just like I did and just trim them in the resetgirl.com. You can go to where it says collections, and there is a honey collection. And there's all different kinds of honeys in there. And we specifically put this bigger size so that you could do, you know, like what I'm doing. Isn't that fun? I like that a lot. Actually, I'm going to put one at the top too. These are like a little pair of tweezers that came with my eyebrow kit, which I don't even have anymore, but the tweezers are so stinking cute. So now this little guy might actually get lost eventually. He might pop off, but for now he's there. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut him in half. So now it has like a little bit of kind of shine to it there, which I like. So if I want anything to pop off this page, it's going to have to be on this side of her body and against her dress, which you can see will, and that's probably like the best position is right there. So I have to decide if that's something I want to do, but probably not. I will probably put something else in here, and I need to pick out a different sticker to do the title, which now I've lost. I've lost my list. Let me see here. So I was going to do a book for lists, a book for prayers, and a book, what was going to be the other one? maybe I'll just do notes. So now I have to ask myself, is this the right sticker? So I feel like for this to be like pop and be noticed, it needs to be down here where there's some white space. And this sticker is from October Afternoon. It's like this really cool old like vintage wood grain. I miss October Afternoon. I'm so sorry that they are not around anymore. They had the most adorable stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do notes. And that way she can do whatever she wants, whether that's like Bible study notes, or I'm being brave just kind of sticking this on here, but it looks pretty even to me. And I think that's awesome that I'm using it in this little spot right here so it'll still be able to be seen. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. You know, this is really awesome that this is going to my mom, because I could not love I could not love these more. It's been a long time since I've made things from scratch like this, and I am absolutely loving them. So I'm glad it's going to her. She's really gonna love them. So it's time for the back. And I am kind of doing this a little different than what I would normally recommend. Generally what I do when I do a project like this is I pick all my papers, I match them all up the way that they're going to lay in here, because you want to think about things, you want to realize when you pick papers that you're going to have different things facing each other. So with this yellow and this yellow, like, is that the best look? So I probably wouldn't pick those two together. So this will probably be the third one, and I'm going to put one in the center. So whatever the next cover I pick, I want it to kind of either contrast against this, which I'm thinking is it's going to be this paper right here, and probably going to pick possibly her as my next cover girl. And then I need to make sure that whatever I pick for the back is going to look great. Oh my gosh, that just scared me so badly.
What happened?
A notification just went off on the laptop. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much I just jumped.
Notification on
It's
what?
that horrible notification you put, that sound that makes that, sounds like a creature, like a monster.
Oh, the minions.
Good thing I wasn't on camera, because you guys just would have laughed. Whew, that scared me.
How can you not love the minions?
Because it sounds like crazy monsters. It doesn't sound like something cute. It sounds like something scary to me. All right. Sorry for that. Very unprofessional interruption. So I like that. This is actually from Journey 2. This is one of the papers that come from this collection. So you can see it has that really cool vintage vibe, but I think that looks really cool together. So I think this will be the back of the next insert, and this will be the front. So I'm going to put those aside. Okay, so now that we've settled that, I need to pick what's going to be on the back of this one, and this is probably going to be in the back, so it should kind of coordinate with this. So my heart is still it's still pounding from that. Oh my gosh, that scared me. all these crazy little notification sounds that Mr. Crafty puts on his phone. That one is definitely the, that one was definitely the scary one. Okay, I like that one for the back. But is it, because it will be facing this front, is that not enough color? Sometimes I go a little bit too neutral. I don't have enough things that pop. So I want to make sure I don't do that. What else did I pick out here? Ooh, that's another one. I like that one. Okay, that's going to be what goes on there. And then I'll put a girl on the back, I think. This paper is a favorite. Ooh, but this is the side I love the most. I'm torn now. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I've ever used this side. I always use this side because it has this delicious kind of stamped image in the paper. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this side, but I'm going to add like a really like bold, washy. Okay, thank you, Deborah, who just validated me by saying that was crazy, I jumped. Thank you. Patty Lane, I thought I accidentally hit the mad face. I'm so glad that you heard that noise too, and it wasn't just me. It's not a fun noise at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the back. So but I'm gonna put washi. Sometimes this is just how I think. Since I'm putting this these inserts together to be one complete, you know, grouping, I want to think about how they complement each other, but not that I'm going to assume that they're going to live together in this traveler's notebook. You know, my mom isn't one that's going to go out and go buy a bunch of replacement inserts and craft them up. So to me, I want them to be all complementary and work together. But you certainly don't have to do that. If you think that you're going to be, you know, trading things in and out, you don't have to sit there and you can just be, you can do whatever you want and cover the paper, the back, the way that you want. You can make them, you can use all from the same collection, so they're all complementary. I just like being bold and sassy. I like trying different things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. I was thinking this washi right here would just be amazing, because then this will be behind it, like backing it, and let me show you what I mean. Okay. All right, here we go, girls. Watch this. Look at that. Ah. And hopefully, see, the pattern is so subtle on this one paper that I don't even have to do anything special to this washi. I don't have to back it or anything because you can't even see it. So this is, that's the cover and that's the back, and then that's what will be facing that. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Something happened to me like a week and a half ago. Wait, yeah, more than a week and a half ago. I sat down to do crafting, to craft this one super secret project I've been working on. And it's like, oh, I just became obsessed. And now I feel, I don't know, I just feel so alive again when it comes to all this stuff. It made me sad, you know, for so long I've been watching everyone else make things, and I just, it's not that I didn't think I could make them, I just didn't feel this desire to do that anymore. I was just so burned out on all the business, the aspect of, you know, running the business part of what I do, that I was just concerned. Like, am I ever gonna, you know, get back to doing this again? And I'm just so excited that I'm coming back to it. And it's so fun because I spend, you know, that's part of my quiet time with the Lord is doing this. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, yay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put this ticket down. And yeah, that embellishment just popped off. That's okay. That gave me an opportunity to add that little extra something something. Plus, I also want to put something on the I want to put something on here. So I want to put this little guy is really bold. These are like little printables that I got from In a Creative Bubble. Oh, that one's perfect. That one was meant to be just like a sheet of vintage. Well, I wouldn't say they're vintage, but it's like a sheet of like little travel tickets. And I just printed them out. I wish I had a picture of my mom. I'm gonna have to go. She gave me her yearbook. I finally got it from her, and I wish that I had it because I would use her pictures. I don't want to put some other person's picture on there. That's cute, huh? That cute little boy. My mother has 3 grandsons, so I think I'm gonna put a little boy on the back of this one. Ah, look at that. I just killed a glue stick, girls. So another one down. I think I've gone through 3 glue sticks. I'm so proud of myself. I'm back in the crafty saddle. There. So now here's a little vellum piece, which is fun. I think I'm gonna do I want to put it there? You definitely have to place it a certain way, or you won't be able to see it at all. Like it. I think I'm putting it right there. This little ring going around it just matches this really thick, bold line really perfectly. So I'm going to put those 3 together. I think that's kind of fun, just kind of clustering embellishments together randomly. Okay, so here I'm going to do something scary. This step always scares me. But we'll see. Okay, so let me clear off this. Make sure this is... Actually, I'm going to put paper down, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put packing tape on the edge of this one just to kind of seal that paper down and keep this spine nice and clean. So the first thing I want to do is make sure I have no air bubbles on the front. I feel like there's something on the book right here. Okay. Oh, I hear my nephew out there. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull the packing tape up around the book too, but before I do, I'm gonna trim it down because it's really wide. Whoa. Okay. James. Is James out there? Yeah. Oh, are you being quiet? Come here for a second. I want to show you something.
Yeah, I told him they could hear him laugh.
Oh.
he's trying his best to be as quiet as he can.
Well, I appreciate that, sir. I just wanted to show you something.
Are you done?
Not yet. Shayna, if you're on the feed still, will you say hi to James in the chat room? I'm not sure if your mom's still watching or not, but she was. Are you going to play your game again?
I'm not playing a game.
What are you doing?
It doesn't show her as being on.
Oh.
And my chin is burning.
Your chin is burning? Did you scratch yourself?
Yes. Wait. Does it look weird, like any bumps?
You have a scratch right here.
What, right there? It burns right... Wait, there's a scratch right here?
Yep, there's a
It
perfect
burns
line.
right there.
Well, that's where the scratch looks like it's coming to an end right there. Okay, you guys, look at that. Okay, so so now I have this nice clear packing tape, and it sealed that edge. And so, because this, in my opinion, tends to get a little bit grimy. So does this edge because you're constantly touching it. But with the white cardstock, I just really love having the packing tape on there just to keep it nice and clean and white. So that is insert number 3. And, oh, I think I just dropped something. This is for note taking, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make something here to cover this part up, but I don't know what I want to make yet. I think I will wait on that. So I'm going to wait on embellishing the interior of that further. So now I have my 3rd book. So okay, so let me show you why I love the other bands, which I guess I really like the bands. Okay, so I have one band left here. So, oh, you know what? I just thought of something. The other thing I was going to put in her I was going to put in here was this. So she was going to have that and this. Okay, so let me think about that. I'm gonna... So I'm sticking the other one down the center. So it's like that. So sometimes when you open something up like that, you can put another insert here or here. Like for instance, I could put this on the inside if I wanted to, like that. But I'm not sure that I want to do that. I might... I'm going to put... No, I'm going to put these two here. Never mind what I just said. That's not what I meant. I forgot that I needed to put this in here. And then you could put this in here. See how long it's been since I've done a traveler's notebook? I forget these little steps. And I think I still don't like it there. I like it. I want it here. I think I want it in the very far back like that because it's the biggest. So that means that, which I'm not even sure this is going to like being, let me see if it likes being banded. Oh, I guess it does. And now, there we go. Now the bands can fit on. Am I doing this right? I'm not doing this right. That goes on the back. This goes in the front. Okay. Oh boy. Hot mess. Okay. You guys. Oh my gosh. I am so loving this. I can't even stand it. My mother loves keeping little bits of paper like receipts and little odds and ends. So I just feel like she's going to end up putting stuff in there. Plus, I just had a brilliant idea of what could go in here. Oh, okay. So that's what's going to go in there. And so all I need is that last book, and I will have actually completed all of for the most part completed this project. I think what I'm going to do is go back and like kind of do embellishing on the interior of the book and like make that super yummy. I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a book that will be easier to turn into a book for prayers. So I'm going to just be brave and do this book next. I've had this particular insert for, I think I bought this when I first did the Midori 101 video, so it has been a long time. All right, last one up. And where did I set the paper? Okay, so the first paper going up is this one. And one of the things I love about this particular pattern is I love this edge. That it's kind of like, it's part of the, it's crepe paper pull side, so it's part of that little marketing strip, but I always include it when I make, what do you call it? Spit it out, Corey. When I make the inserts. So I'm gonna cut it real high here. And please tell me I did not lose the girl that I picked out for this cover. And Kathy, you just asked me what size is that? What size is what specifically? I did not catch what you were wanting to know. So I had a girl in a red dress. She was flashy. But this particular girl has my heart. So she is from an insert that I made, like I was showing you earlier here. And I didn't like the little wool hat, so I took a flower and I cut the flower around her hair so it looked like she had a beautiful flower coming out of her head. As we all do. We all have flowers coming out of our head. So I'm thinking her dress is just so bomb. I mean, if I had a body like that, I would wear that dress all day, every day, now. I just think that it is so chic, so fabulous. She reminds me of Audrey Hepburn. So I'm going to cut her out. I can't believe how fast this little book has come together for me. I sort of envisioned it being this arduous process, but I'm really glad that everything just sort of fell into place. Part of it is the fact that I've been crafting and stuff, so I wasn't having to make a cajillion decisions and second guessing myself. And you know, I've been working on all of this layering and crafting and all this week and a half, so I think that kind of put me in a good place mentally. You know, when you've kind of been out of, you know how when you take a break from crafting or planning that you sort of feel like you're getting on the proverbial bike again and you just kind of doubt yourself. Plus I have a camera on and you're all watching me. So I think that puts pressure on me in my head. You guys are being lovely. It's all in my head. But, you know, the funny thing is while I've been doing this the last week, I have been watching videos and just watching women crafting and having fun. And so it's, you know, it reminds me of, you know, why you guys enjoy watching me. I totally get it. I enjoy watching people craft. It's soothing. It helps kind of inspire you. It gives you ideas. It makes you want to be crafty. So I gets it. I forgot what I was planning on doing here. So I was putting, this is going to go on the back, but I feel like I want a contrasting kind of pattern there. So let's just recap. So she's going to be there, and I want some kind of pattern here to kind of, now I'm not really using as much paper as I thought I would. Do I like that? And if I do that, that's kind of fun. So she's half on blue. I think I have used those two papers together before too, so I don't think that it looks crazy at all. But because I have a terrible habit of forgetting to trim that, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to just willy-nilly cut some paper where I think it should go. So it'll be like that. And then she's going to go on here. So it's a little different than I did last time. And I noticed that my video froze too. So I'm going to reset myself up here on my laptop so I can follow along, because I feel like I don't know what you guys are seeing is what makes me feel like, there we go. Now I can see me. I had a floral with green and yellow. I did. This one right here, that's another one. So let me see. Another thing I can do is cut this particular paper out and put it on the interior of the pocket, so it's got a little bit of that pop too. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know why, but this white here kind of bugs me. It feels like it's really plain. Like it feels like it wants something to be there. But maybe that's just me. Maybe if I did this, no, that did not change anything. I still feel like it's kind of womp womp. On the other hand, if I put this stuff back in said folders back here, I could put them in here. I could put some in here. These little pockets are from Freckled Fawn, if I didn't mention that already. I believe they are still on their website too. So they're like, I'm going to put them, there we go. Yay, thank you. What was I just saying to myself? Darn, I wish I had more of the bottom of this paper. But it wouldn't look weird if I did it like that, would it? I would just cover it like that. So what if I had it like that? So it's like the craft paper showing. Is that too blah? I wish I knew where this paper is. This is, it's crepe paper. Let me see. Just one moment while I check to see. I'm going to check to see if I have some of that paper. Nope, that's a clashing. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get the hello on that one for sure. Okay, so then there's this one, which is Craft Market, and that together. And then I have this green. It's like, how much paper can one woman have? I don't love that green. The other day when I went to Tuesday Morning, they actually had like an entire pack of paper. So it was like just the same, you know, sheet, but they sell them in packs. So this is what retailers like myself can purchase directly from American Crafts. So, and it was $2.99. So normally something like this wholesale would be like $12.50, and then, you know, you turn around and sell each sheet for $1. So I tend to buy my paper like this the majority of the time if I really like something. So that's why I can end up having so many inserts that look similar, because I have so much of that pattern. Oh, and this, I wanted to show you this. I've had this forever. Look, this is from, oh, no, I bought this in 2016 and I never used it, but I bought it because it had all of these gorgeous Barbie drawings. So I thought, like, if I was ever going to do like a letter size planner, that I would just like fussy cut her out and then put her on scrapbook paper. I thought like that one especially. She looked so, I don't know, she looks so Audrey Hepburn to me. So that was something I planned on doing. Something with, okay, here's another paper that I genuinely love, And I think we just found our winner. I think I'm ditching everything I had. This is from a collection called Open Road. This one's even older than Journey. So this one I definitely had to go scrounge the interwebs for. And I made a gorgeous insert, like a divider with this one before. But you guys, right? She's divine. So this is what I'm going to be using for this cover. And I'm just going to cover the entire cover. So, so here is a tricky one, I would say is a little tricky. So sometimes you buy paper and you just have to be willing to sacrifice, like, because you want to cut the best part of it, you know, away. So you just have to reconcile yourself that, you know, you're not going to be able to cut it proportionally. So like you're just using part of it. I'm going to be cutting it in like an odd way because I want to get just this perfect road to be on my insert. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to glue the insert, and I want to get as close to the edge as possible, I think. I'm going to end up putting, I'm definitely going to end up putting the packing tape on this one, because it's not going to have any washi on the edge or the binding. So I'm getting the whole thing all glued up. And I have a ton of stuff on my desktop. So here it's glued. I want to just match up where I want the center line of the road to be center on my book. And I'm matching it to the very edge of the insert, lining it up with the edge. And this is why I love glue stick, is it's very forgiving and it's like moist enough that you can kind of adjust it a little bit. And then I'm going to press it down. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut. This part I love, like just flipping it open and then cutting along the back of the cover and using it as a guide. Okay. And then I'm going to trim the corners. Okay, so there's my cover. Is it terrible that I wish this was mine? I'm probably going to end up making one for myself too, so like we'll be twinsies. I think what I'm going to do is something I don't normally do, and I'm not sure if this is even a good idea. I'll have to think about this one. Because sometimes when you wrap stuff around and then you try to open it, I don't think it's going to want to do that. I think I've tried this before and it works in theory much better than it does, because yeah, it's going to want to, alright, I'm just going to have to trim it to the edge. So, oh gosh, get in there. Okay, so hopefully I'm going to be trimming really straight. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not going to recommend doing what I just did to you, because now my edge is kind of like floopy, but maybe it's going to get cleaned up right here in this little process I'm doing right now. Because again, I flipped it over on the back and I'm using that. That's fine. I'm going to end up putting packing tape on that, and then it'll seal it forever. Sometimes you just have to try a different method, a new method. It's kind of tricky when you're trying to get something to the edge of the, you know, like to the very edge, and but not go over, because it does have kind of like a curved edge to it, but the packing tape is going to pull it, I think, so it's fine. It'll all work itself out. And then that gorgeous girl is going to go right there. So I'm still not a fan of her like little Dr. Zhivago thing she's got going on there. So I am going to give her a different kind of look. So what I did here was I took one of the flowers and doctored her up. But I also have these fun little like little maps, which is kind of fun too. So I'm trying to see, I'm thinking here, what did I do? How did I cover her? Because I can see right here, like I'll be honest and show you, like you can see there's like a little line right here that goes up and down. So when I cut it the first time, I did not cut it good enough, and then I had to kind of add back flour into the mix. So this time I want to try and do a better job, but I don't really know how to do this. There's just no easy way. I think it's kind of fun, the idea of having this map. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just cutting a curve and trying to match that to her face. And so this thing kind of, it actually doesn't, I'm kind of guessing where her face is going to end up. Do I recommend this? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I think, so this is what happened last time, is I ended up having to like cut more of this little circle and put it back into the hole because I made it too big. So I'm just gonna pull that out, and that gives her part of her little so you can see like right here. So I got that pretty close.
Julie said take a sheet of paper and put it over the face and then trace it with a pencil and then cut it.
That's smart. Okay, so just indulge me here for a second. I know that looks weird, but I'm going to see what all my options are for embellishments. This particular flower is actually has like gold ledger paper, so I'm going to keep that one for the background. I may not be able to pull this one off again. This may not work out for me. Ooh, that's a cool flower.
Facebook is going to cut you off at 4 hours.
Did you guys hear that? Facebook will cut me off at 4 hours. Because it's like, of course nobody goes past 4 hours. That's crazy. Right? They don't understand Planner Girl. Planner Girl crafting. Okay, so what if I made this little headdress out of multiple flowers? That's going to look nuts. Okay, that looks just kind of crazy, right? See, that one looks amazing, but I'm afraid. Okay. With the tracing, do we have any... Did you just bring this paper to me?
Somebody else said just cut the hair off and then put the paper behind it.
I wonder if that's what I did before.
Yes.
That is what I did. Oh my gosh, you can see. This is like, I just cut her head off. Of course. Thank you. That's what happened. Because it is too hard to kind of fill that hole in. So I'm going to leave her little ear intact. Thank you, girls, for all of your great ideas. Okay, I'm going to leave her like, so she's got some bangs. Since I don't know which one is fur. This little fur hat, though, is ridiculously fabulous. It's just that, to me, it makes it feel like it's winter. And I don't want it to feel like it's winter. Okay, now what did I do? Did I just do it this way? Does that look like it's really... How does it look more on her? Is it because I did... Because what I can see is I sort of have it overlapping her face, and that looks a little bit more like it was intentional. So, here. So I'm going to cut a little bit within that line, and now I'm going to insert her head. Is that the answer? What makes something look like it's in it with it instead of like on it? Is it this kind of... Hey, Mark. Can you look at this? Does this look like, if I do it like that, doesn't it kind of look like her head's just sitting on top of the flower? How do I, like, that one looks a little bit better, but I can't figure out, is it because I left more hair for her? Did she have more hair? And that's why she doesn't look like she's bald right there? Okay, so let me, is that the magic? Oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard to glue on. It's so thin.
I don't know. This is why I don't craft. I cut.
All right. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. All right, girls. I would give her a smaller do. Okay, what I need to do is get her like on this, and then I can kind of figure it out here. So I just want to get her on this, and then I gave her more hair, and maybe that will help her. So let's see. So this is what you guys are saying is what I did before. I was like kind of reconstructed it after I did it the first time. Let's see, perhaps if I add, is it adding a little something extra, like a veil? I hate cutting this. Oh, it's so fabulous, but maybe that's like, that will help it. Let me see. It's kind of like she has a veil, sort of. If I bring it a little higher. Or if I'm willing to sacrifice another piece of flower, I have so many of these stinking flowers. I'm going to sacrifice part of it. Okay. This is as creative as I can get in trying to make it look like she's wearing couture. Okay. Oh, you know what I just realized? I just realized something. She actually, if I do that now, it's gonna, okay. I do not want to put her whole body, because I forgot that she's on a sticker backing. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut her off at the neck. I'm going to cut the backing off, not her head. And I'll just glue her head down. Whoa, almost took all of that with me. Because now what's on the back of her head is the flower. So that's what's got to get glued down. Anyway. Okay. So I'm holding it with my thumb at the bottom. And bringing her up. And bringing her up. I'm going to get a little crazy there. I need my precision scissors. I don't know where those are. Okay, so that's what I was going to do. You guys, does that not look like it was born for there? It looks like it's just like, I'm done. That's all I need to be fabulous. That's what I was going to do, was make her a whole book on gratitude. I feel like that's it. Like, it literally just dropped in place. It looks amazing. Usually I like to put extra stuff everywhere, but I don't know, there's part of me that's like, maybe I should just go the minimal route, and I should just be happy with the way this is going. So like, see what happens when I start adding stuff up here. It just, I don't know, she's so gorgeous and stunning. Maybe I should just leave her. Maybe I should just leave her. Yep, I feel like anything I do. I don't even know how I ended up with this piece. I don't even remember. I feel like it just sort of materialized one day in my scrap stash. But it looks like it was meant... Oh, wait. I can't get that close to the edge. Her dress is so gorgeous. Okay, so I need to do the back of it. And what I said was going to go on the back of it was that paper, because that was going to face the other side. So I think I'm going to put this flower on the back. Do I do a cluster? I don't know. It's all so delicious and yummy like that. Doesn't that look fabulous? Okay. That's going to go on the back of this. Okay. So Jimelin says sleek and simple. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to put this on the back. I'm going to this. So I think on the back of this one, so I'm going to put the straight edge, you know, this of the paper. I'm going to use that is right here and just leave a little bit of that craft paper showing. Because that way the wonky edge that I cut will get cut off. Oh, and I just got glue on the top of this insert. Okay. So I'm going to line up I'll line that up right there. And press the inside, and I can see that I put a sticker down here at one point. Alright, that little sticker is on there forever, so I'm going to have to put something else down to cover it up because clearly I glued it. I put that in there and it's now upside down. Okay, so this back of this is what's going to be showing here. So that looks incredible. So what I want to do is glue some flowers down. So first flower is that one. Followed by that one. And then I'm about to kill another glue stick. So I'm going to make this flower kind of sticking off the edge, so it's going to get trimmed. Ugh. Flip it over. I'm going to put some glue down here. Okay, and then this is the kind of stuff I'm going to do over the course of the week. I'm just going to keep sort of like embellishing and making things a little bit more special everywhere. But like here's this little teeny tiny stamp and it says joy. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to stamp the word joy in the petal. My mom is a very joyous person. There. She definitely has that joy down in her heart. teeny tiny stamp. It's probably going to be so easy to like loose this thing. But, okay. I just wanted to do that while I remembered. Okay, so the final step here is the packing tape again. And I'm not seeing it here on my desk. What did I do with it? Aha! It's right in front of my face. Okay, so what kind of craft projects are you guys? Bye, Polly! I can't get the edge of this. Hi, Julie. I see your little face in the comments. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to ask your forgiveness for a second. I got to wash my hands. I got too much glue on them. Thanks, sweetie. I'll come get that in 1 second, okay? So I'm almost done. Okay, thank you. You're being very quiet. Maybe this is the quietest I've ever seen you. Okay, so now I'm putting my packing tape on the edge. Ugh. That just wrinkled it. I should have cut it first. This tape, though, is pretty forgiving. It's got something on there. Okay. So now I'm going to trim the tape. Wow. Shayna, I don't know if I want them to win. I know that you're about Vegas, but I'm not sure if I am. And your son is being extremely quiet. He's in our RV and you can't even hear him. He's being like a little mouse. Okay. You guys, I'm so excited. I hope this last little step here. Okay. Hi, Miss Jill. I see your little comment. I am sorry that that is where life has taken you. But I can assure you that sometimes, when we least expect it, our do-over is the best thing that could ever happen to us. It may not seem that way at the time, but when I think about like what I had then, you know, that I lost, and what I have now, I would definitely say I am so grateful for my life now. It was worth everything that I lost before. Did you guys just see that I picked up that whole piece of tape? So packing tape can be very forgiving. And this is like that Scotch brand shipping tape, which is what I recommend. I do not recommend the general dollar store packing tape. That stuff is awful. That's what I used recently, and it was so cheap. Oh, you guys, isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I was thinking to myself, like, how much I would enjoy. Oh, I just lost the eye off my lists. How much I would enjoy making these for people. Like custom making inserts. It wouldn't be cheap though, I have to admit that, but it would be so fun to make them for people. Okay, So there's my girl. There's part of me that wants to like make a tab out of a flower. Where are my tabs at? I have like a little assortment of tabs from my paper punch buffet, and sometimes, ooh, that tab belongs in here. Where is my stapler? I'm coming to a close. I have no idea how long I've been on here, but this is almost complete. So that tab, look at that, how beautiful that is. It's got like blue and gold flowers on there. That's from a tab set that I have not released yet, but is a Reset Girl design. So then there's these guys. And then there's the back of that. And then here's some stickers and then this little fun thing that I'm going to put more goodies in, like note paper and stuff. Okay, so I don't think I can do the whole, that would be too challenging to try to get her in there with, when she's got sticker paper, the sticker adhesive showing, but I'm gonna slide her into that little slot. I cannot wait to give this to my mom, and I'm gonna record her opening it and take a picture of her with it to go along with my fun little video, this gargantuan 3.5 hour long late night crafty club. But you guys have been so gracious and patient. See how she wants to be in there. But I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip her off at the leg and then just do that. That's like the cheating way, but it's going to be the easiest way to get her in there. All right, Miss Dana. 12:25 a.m. Oh, 11:25. It's 12:25 where Miss Beverly is. Powering through. Ah. Shayna, I think your mom would appreciate a traveler's notebook with little sketch books in it. Okay, I am having the hardest time with this sticker. I feel like I'm trying to beat the clock, the Facebook clock. What time is it? Is it going to tell me? Is it going to shut me off?
Those stickers are really easy to do, baby. After you've done 3,000 of them.
Mr. Crafty just came in here because he was going to...
I didn't want you using up your 40 minutes getting that backing off, so...
I hear you. I need to cut that out, and I'm trying to think of where... Oh, can you excuse me? There's not enough room for two of us in here, sir.
Indeed.
I don't know about you, but it always kind of bugs me when there's like a big piece of white. Ouch! Chunk. You knew that was going to happen. Of course I was going to stab myself. I'm racing the clock, you guys. Facebook is going to cut me off at 4 hours. I cannot believe I've been on here 4 hours. I feel like so good. Sometimes when I get off, when I shut the camera off, I feel so drained because I'm extroverting on camera. But tonight, I feel like a crafty superhero. Okay, so I'm going to put her over here. She looks, oh my gosh. I cannot believe how much I love this. And she looks amazing in there. She looks awesome. And she needs a tab. So I'm going to use this tab. Because I just think tabs are wonderful. They're so fun. They could just be random. They don't even have to make sense. They're just fun. This one doesn't have a tab at all. But I don't like the way it looks with that one. Those all kind of feel like they belong together. Okay, guys. So, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about this last little... I said I was going to try this paper, but then I don't know if I like that paper. I think sometimes you just, like the bold is, that's too skinny though, I think. I don't know, let me try. Okay. I'm talking about like this little piece here, like just giving a little bit extra, a little pop of pattern. It definitely doesn't want to go over that far, like it's totally stopped right there. So I'm gonna trim it right there. This could look completely dumb and I'm making a big deal over nothing. Obviously she's gonna do whatever she wants with this. I just wanted it to like look amazing. See, I just think that looks more fun. And it looks like it's kind of part of the pattern. There. I like that better. I just think that looks more awesome. And then technically I could get another something in here too if I wanted to. Because the pocket goes this way, so I could put like another insert back here if I wanted to. I'll have to think about that. What do I want to do with that? This is one of my placeholder pens. It, as you can see, it's actually broken. I forgot about that. It's so cute. It's a Kiki K pen. I will admit their pens, I've not ever found a Kiki K pen that I like that writes well, but they are so ridiculous cute. I just like them for photography. I actually really like these pens though. They're that porous point pen. I think she'll really like this pen. I want it to go, come on. What's the problem? There we go. There. That looks like it was meant to be. So the only piece I have in here is this picture of my pop. And I have to decide. I could give it to her as an alternative, you know. I just think that's so fun. He's so sassy with his little, his being on his phone like a teenager. So, or I could put this picture of him back here in I could put it on that. I could put it here. Right. I think I'm going to put it there for now. I'm going to put that in there. I am in love. I'm going to think about it where I want to put my pop. I like him there, and I also like him there too. But maybe it'll be good to let her make that decision where she wants to put that little photo. Okay. She was married to him. She got married when she was 21 and he was 20. I can't even imagine like spending your whole adult life married to somebody and then just not having them anymore. And she is extremely positive and very she just focuses on all the positive in this situation. She's been an incredible example. So, I like that. I miss my dad. This is the month. We're closing in on his anniversary of his homegoing. It's like I'm counting the days down in my head. I think this is fun. I think that what I'm going to do is just kind of add more like these little fun embellishments so that she can add them if she wants to. That's fun, huh? This is going to be her for gratitude, and I was thinking what I was going to do is I have these little tiny stickers. They're numbered stickers, and I think I might actually sit down and just painstakingly put rows of them so she can make a list of all the things she's grateful for, because she's so good at that, at thinking of things that way. And then this could be for like her Bible study notes. And I'm gonna go through all of these and embellish the pages more. And I'll probably do that on like a regular YouTube video. I'm thinking sometime in the next week I'll just wrap up this video by showing you guys how I continue to embellish this further so that you can really make something fun and kind of like junk journal-y, but with, you know, like purpose. So like there's a reason why they would fill it out and stuff, especially someone like who's new. Think about all the people in your life who aren't crafty, right? That aren't like, they don't consider themselves crafty. What kind of fun like gifts you can make to sort of kind of like lure people into our crafty world that keep telling themselves they're not crafty, but we all can be. So, I am in love with this little TN. I think my mom is really going to love it. This is so fun. This is probably the best one I've ever made, ever. And I can't imagine anyone who I'm glad has it more than my mom. So, this is so fun, you guys. So, I am going to be junk journaling a lot more, Deanna. I have been amassing a ton of like different products and stuff and like lots of materials because I have, I want to do junk journaling. Well, I want to create junk journals, but I want to do them in a way that they're easy for people to do. Sometimes I think the techniques are a little, they're a little confusing, or I don't know. So I've been kind of experimenting with different ways to do it, which junk journals are just so fun. And they're actually one of the thing that lured me into the crafting world. It wasn't scrapbooking for sure. It was junk journals, mixed media. So ta-da! The clear pouch in the back, this right here, this is from Freckled Fawn, and it's like one of these double-sided zipper bags, and so you can find that on Shop Freckled Fawn. They have it. So that's it. I've showed you guys, I've flipped it around, I've showed it all. So this is going to be my mom's Mother's Day gift. I'm going to wrap up this little video, or wrap up this project, I should say, by filming the continuation of the embellishment on the inside so you guys can see the whole complete work on my YouTube channel. So I will be recording that this week because, as we now know, Mother's Day is on Sunday. So next Sunday. So we've got to get this wrapped up. So thank you guys so much for watching. It has been such a pleasure to have you guys back in here, and apparently I think we did a lot better on this Facebook Live format than we have ever done on YouTube. I I hope that you enjoyed it. So many of you guys hung out to the very bitter end, and I really appreciate that. It has been a long late night crafty club. It's been the longest ever. And I actually am so proud of myself right now that I completed an entire project in one episode, right?
Indeed.
That's so cool. You guys are awesome and amazing. Love you too, Miss Shayna. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me so long tonight. You guys are so incredible. I just love the Reset community so much. I'm so grateful that you guys are here, and that I hope that this blesses you, that you feel like you've got somewhere to hang out, you know, on a Friday night and craft. If this kind of format is working for everyone, I think that we're just going to continue using this kind of filming style for Late Night Crafty Club, and then that way I can do it more often, because the other way was just not working for us. So let me know in the comments. We're gonna post this video in the Happy Place Club, so if you were one of those who've been watching the whole time, please make sure that you comment on it and let me know your thoughts on how this worked for you. And Franklin, it was wonderful to see your little face after so long. Girls, I can't thank you enough for just being in my life, and I am so grateful for you, and I'm looking forward to more crafting, more videos, and inspiring you further. So I will be seeing you guys in the Late Night Crafty Club coming up. I'm going to post on the calendar when we'll be having it again. So keep your eye on the calendar on theresetgirl.com. I love all your faces, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed weekend. Bye, everybody.